that we do have right now, it still remains very bullish. And we have a new installment of the Kenya Tourism Board, and we have Calvin Nyakundi right now to tell us more on this today. Calvin, good to see you. Good morning.
Good to see you, Debal. It's a nice morning. All right, we've spoken about Kenya Tourism Board. The latest development is that they have been appointed a new KTB boss, who is Joan Mwangi Yelbert, who will be the first female chair since inception of KTB. So we'd like to see what this will pan out in this industry as it moves on. And also in business today, we'll be looking at the Kenya's increasing debt. Now, with the new government, if the stakes hold the same from the reading by Chebukati, the new government will now come in with weakening now Kenya's debt by 500 billion shillings. Now, to understand this increasing debt, Kenya's depreciating currency cost the country nearly $500 billion shillings, and the shilling continues to present a challenge to the economy in increasing service external debts, and also now the shilling devalued against the dollar 9.3% from 107.85 units by the end of June last year. Now, a year after that, June 2022, the shilling devalued by 9.3% to 117.83. Now, the increase in external debt is attributed to the external loan disbursements, exchange rate fluctuation, and the uptake of domestic debt during the period which the National Treasury has stated. So we would like to see how the new government, when it comes in, what the measures it will bring in order to make sure that this external debt doesn't continue to increase. Now, also the increase in external debt has been contributed to by the high cost of living. Now, in the previous months, we've seen prices in retail shops of commodities go really high, even flour going to up to 230, and then now the government giving out the subsidy to 100 shillings, which also now a couple of days ago we saw that the subsidy was removed. So we would like to see how the new government will come in and try to reduce this increasing external debt. Now, in Business Diary today, I'll be looking at farmers in Laikipia County who've come up with an application to help them to connect to the market and also the value chain from the produce that they produce on their farms on the way to the market. Now, I'll also be looking at that, Debal.
Is later in the Business Cafe. Thank you very much, Kevin. Right now, we want to hear from entertainment. What is happening so far? The country has been so fixated on politics, and Brian Aseli's face might be so refreshing right now, Brian, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things happening right now in the entertainment scene, and I'd basically just start with Diamond Platnumz of Tanzania, who's the CEO of Wasafi or Wasafi Classic Baby or WCB. And of course, someone joked about how if Zuchu was to leave Wasafi, how much she would have to spend on just breaching the contract. And he said about 10 billion Tanzania shillings, which is an estimated 514 million Kenyan shillings. So, you know, sometimes when people talk about music, they don't think about the business side of it. And it's been such a big topic across. Also, the new word on the street is OPEC, which Debal you can relate with, and it follows the contribution of one of the commissioners, of the dissenting commissioners of IEBC, and when she mentioned about the opacness of the results, and it became such a viral word. So that's one of the things on the entertainment scene. Also, Elon Musk has made a joke about buying Manchester United, and everyone took it seriously, and it's actually made Manchester fans think that it was actually very true that Elon Musk, the richest man on earth, would have the lucky chance of just buying this football club, which is also really struggling at the Premier League. I don't know if you're a fan of Manchester United, you'll actually share with us and tell us which football team you are supporting. And also, just to crown that, we saw Tanasha Donna is also on tour in Europe, in Italy and Germany later on, and it's quite exciting for that. For the movie lovers, you can actually go check out Day Shift, which is a Jamie Foxx film, and also Beast, which I had a lucky chance of interviewing some of the top cast members in that film, which drops today. And of course, if you haven't watched Nope by Daniel Kaluuya and Kiki Palmer, I also got a chance to interview them, and it dropped late last month. And it's quite exciting to also just check the music scene, where we have Jaguar, who was, people are saying he's a former politician, but he's linked to UDA, and he's released a new song called Nitume featuring Ambassador. It's a gospel song. So people are asking, is he back to singing music, or is he now a gospel artist? Those are some of the speculations that are happening in the entertainment world.
Right, many thanks indeed. I won't reveal my team, lest be castigated by you, but later in the day we can talk off camera. Right now, we need to just hear from Asha Fox this morning as well. Asha, thank you. We had it from Matters Academy right now, but you as to tell us as well, people have been doggedly following the political unveiling in this country, where we are right now in a morass and waiting for the Supreme Court judgment as well. But we have leaders across the world who are calling also for a sort of sobriety in our politics. We can head to South Africa right now. What is Malema saying?
Yeah, so Malema is trending. Basically, what he told, what he had said, rather, the reason why he's trending is that, he has urged Raila to accept the outcome of the election. There's a lot of buzzwords there that, he's mentioned that Kenyans should prioritize Kenya, they should protect their democracy, we should love the country more than we love individuals, and, it was quite a statement. He'd also mentioned that, this being the 5th time that the Azimio presidential candidate, Raila Odinga, has, tried his chance at the presidency, he should just accept the results as is, and let's love democracy, love Kenyans. And some people have not taken that very well. What they've basically told him is, you go focus on South Africa, leave us alone, this is our business, we as Kenyans know how we will handle it. And he's been told off on social media, basically. The guys, of course, there are those who've embraced it and, told him that we welcome your comments, but majority of the comments are rather what people feel on social media is that Malema should focus on South Africa and South Africans and leave Kenyans to their business. We will handle our business by ourselves. And of course, like you mentioned earlier, other leaders have also come out with their, congratulatory remarks for the president-elect, William Ruto. And that has also been embraced, but with Malema specifically, he's been told to deal with South Africa and leave us to our business, we'll handle it by ourselves.
Indeed. All right, we'll leave it at that. And I wanted to hear about also the border rider who stole 2 million shillings. Where did he steal it from?
It's actually $2 million.
$2 million?
$2 million in cash. So what happened is this guy had been called as a courier, delivery guy. I have this parcel. I want you to deliver this parcel to Eastleigh. He was in town in the CBD at City Market. He had been given the parcel and told to deliver this to somewhere in Eastleigh. And he took the parcel, I think, looked inside and found that there was $2 million there. That's about 239 million Kenya shillings. And he took the money for himself and disappeared with it. We don't know his whereabouts. He's being blasted on social media. Let me not mention his name because, again, these are just allegations and this is what is trending. But yeah, there's talk around this. So what has really caught the eye of people is not even the matter of $2 million.
Yes.
First is that who has $2 million in cash? That secondly, you can take this money and give it to a courier to deliver it elsewhere. If you have such kind of money, I think protocol and logic requires that you deliver this kind of money yourself, So secondly, also thirdly rather, who are these having such kind of money lying around that they don't care much about to give to a courier to go deliver? And then, because Kenyan behavior, or rather what it dictates is that even if you give the Makanga, the conductor, you're 1,000 shillings in a matatu, and you're going somewhere where, you know, it's worth 50 shillings, you will keep asking for your change. You cannot sit still. You have to be uncomfortable until you get back your 950 shillings. Yet you have people who are sending a boda boda rider with, you know, $2 million in cash. And then on more serious remarks based on this story, guys are also talking about, you know, it's strange. You're having someone trend, a boda boda rider, we're making them trend over $2 million that they've lost, or rather they've taken. Yet we have so many corrupt people, even in leadership, who lose even more money, and we don't make them trend as much as we're making this guy trend. Yes, theft is bad, but well, we should have the same energy that you're having towards this boda boda rider in the fight against corruption, even on social media as well. So those are some of the varying comments or concerns that have come up from this.
You said it well. And of course, the people rolling in this country with dollars as well. So that is just change for some of them, that they can be delivered via boda boda. Yeah, $2 million at the end of the day. Asha Fox, thank you very much. I know there's Manchester there to talk about, but you see, time is not really on our side. And of course, we have to wind it up right now. Thank you very much for your valid company on behalf of Kevin, Asha Fox, and of course, Shadrach Beatty and Tobias Chanji. Thank you very much for your valid company. Enjoy watching KTN News. Business Cafe continues with Kelvin Yakundi.